Good morning, everyone. Let's talk about every game happened on Wednesday. Big game, big night. A lot of games. The first game is the Magic lost to the Indiana Pacers, 111, 118. Magic is dealing with a lot of injuries right now. So a lot of usage has to go to Franz Wagner. Beautiful game with 28 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. He's perfect. Like if your team needs overall efficiency, he's a perfect guy to draft around pick 50, pick 60, right? In the however many years, 5 years from, next 5 years. He's fairly efficient, does everything, but doesn't do one thing particularly well. But doesn't hurt you anywhere. Gogo Badaze is a must stream at the moment. With Wendell Carter Jr. out, he provides a lot of rebound and blocks. If you need that, yeah, big game here and good minutes. KCP KCP is not really, he's not a must roster. Good defensive stats and threes, but the minutes for him is super high. The Magic is rely on him to give him huge minutes basically. Jalen Suggs another great game, but he was a minus 14. 5 rebounds, 6 assists, a steal and block. Sounds like a Jalen Suggs line. Very very good. And Jalen Suggs, actually, he is, what's his ranking? 18th ranked player. So I would still try to sell him high. Um, you know, he's just super. He's getting a lot of defensive stats. Super efficient. His usage is also a little bit high at the moment. When guys come back, I don't know if he's gonna get consistent 30 minutes. Well, he's shooting like 45% from the field. That's okay, right? He can do that easily. It's just 90% from the free throw line, a little bit high. 1.8 steals. He could do that too, and one block. It's mainly, I think, the. To be honest, I'm looking at his season averages. I feel like other than the blocks and the free throw, maybe a little bit low. Everything else is sustainable. So maybe he's just a top 20 player, right? Given how the season is panning out, because a lot of guys are ranked fairly low. A lot of good players. But yeah, I look at his counting numbers. Actually, everything is sustainable. But somehow he's ranked 17th in 9 category leagues. Like they don't look that crazy. Jalen Suggs, 17 points. I think he can do that. 2.3 threes, 5 rebounds, 4.6 assists, 1.8 steals. Also doable. One block is a little bit high, but yeah, he might just be super good this year in category leagues. Of course, we only talk about category leagues. Um, all right, we look at the Pacers. Tyrese Halliburton, another horrible game. I wouldn't say obviously not horrible. 17 points, 3 threes is okay and with good efficiency. But come on, just 4 assists. Tyrese Halliburton is ranked. My God, he's 70th ranked player this season. If that's your first round pick, you're obviously struggling a little bit. Averaging 7.5 assists, I think he should still be a top 20 player. But for somebody who drafted him in the first round, you're just not gonna, I guess, buy low. It's hard to execute a buy low, right? If you try to trade somebody you draft in the 5th round or the 6th round, do a 2-for-1 to get their first round player, it's not likely gonna happen. But you should try. I don't know if he's gonna be a first round player just because the assist numbers is gonna be super low. I feel like shooting wise, scoring wise, it's gonna be okay. But he has had too many bad games already. I don't know if it just. I don't think it's probably a trend, not an outlier. How bad he's been playing. Miles Turner, 1 steal, 2 blocks. Good game from him. And Benedict Mathurin, he needs to be picked up. I know they have some injuries right now, but just right with him. 13 for 14 from the free throw line is huge. 20 points. He give you free throws, really good free throws. That's hard to find on the waiver wire. So got to pick him up. Andrew Nembhard, he's not really fantasy relevant unless you need some assists. And Siakam look pretty empty. Like 17 points look okay, but no defensive stats. Um, yeah, I'm personally not a huge fan of Siakam in fantasy in category leagues. Like his numbers look okay, like 20 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, but just efficiency is okay. Field goal is okay, but bad free throw and not a lot of defensive stats. Look at the next game, the Detroit Pistons and Charlotte Hornets. Yeah, Detroit kind of unlucky. They got beat by Brandon Miller's buzzer beater. Well, a putback under the basket. Kate Cunningham, good game, triple double, but field goal is just his problem. Only 2 turnovers, I guess that's okay. Jaden Ivey had 21 points, 3 threes, pretty good. And Jalen Duren, he left the game. If he's out, yeah, he's if he's out, maybe you could stream Isaiah Stewart for some rebounds. That's about it, right? Isaiah Stewart doesn't really give you much other than rebounds. He doesn't give you a lot of blocks. Had 1 block and 6 assists here somehow. Tobias Harris, okay game, 14.7 rebound. They're giving him huge minutes, so feel good about him until maybe he gets traded out toward the end of the season. And Tim Hardaway Jr. is still getting big minutes. If you need threes, you know who to stream. For Charlotte Hornets, LaMelo, just putting up LaMelo ball numbers. 23 field goal attempts is too much. 25 points, 5 threes, 8 assists, 6 rebounds, 2 steals. Yeah, his usage on this team is just insane. Brandon Miller didn't shoot the ball well, but he made the basket when it counted the most. Pretty good. Miles Bridges, big game with 27 points. Yeah, I'm not too high on Miles Bridges this year either, because this year everybody for now is all healthy, and he's not gonna get minutes is still great, 35 minutes. And they started playing Taj Gibson because every big man is out. I would not stream Taj Gibson. I would not stream him. And Grant Williams is maybe somebody I could look to stream if I'm looking for rebounds and threes. And Trey Mann is somebody we could roster. A pretty bad game here, just 21 minutes, but he's been putting up decent numbers. A good win for Charlotte Hornets. The next game is the heavyweights. The Golden State Warriors beat the Celtics. Yeah, the Warriors just have Celtics number. And how about Steph Curry? 27 points, 9 assists, 4 steals, and a block. Yeah. Last year, he was ranked really bad in category leagues. Not really bad. He's not a first rounder because he was getting no assists, no steals. This year, so far, he is the 4th ranked player, averaging 2 steals and 7 assists, playing just 28 minutes. So, and he's not even shooting the ball that well. Yeah, this year the rankings, the top 10, 15 players, I guess because a bunch of players are out, like Joel Embiid, for example, they're not ranked that high. So top 10 right now is just a bunch of, I don't think Curry's going to be top 5 player end of the season, but try to trade him. If Jordan Poole is 3rd ranked player, trade him. There's just early on in the season, a lot of variances. It will settle down. But one thing we know is Curry's getting a lot of steals and assists this year. His scoring average in 3 is going to be fine. He's done it for so many years. Good game. But the rest of the Warriors, Draymond Green, my God, just looks just super empty. I would trade Draymond. To be honest, like, if he didn't, other than the assist, what else does he really give us? Obviously, assist is really important. He doesn't give us a lot of defensive stats, right? Rebound is okay. Yeah. So hold on, Draymond Green. If he, I think he had a pretty good week last week. That's when you try to sell him, do a 2-for-1, get rid of him. He's just a headache. He's going to be in and out of the lineup too. Andrew Wiggins, 31 minutes. Yeah, the rest of the Warriors, other than Buddy Hield, everybody I think is a drop. Tracy Jackson David just does not have enough minutes. Right? He will pop off every once in a while, but Jonathan Kuminga plays 18. Yeah, just doesn't get the minutes. They just don't get the minutes. Steve Kerr just doesn't trust. Kyle Anderson gets 20 minutes. Yeah, like everybody come in play 15 to 20, other than Draymond and Curry, and Buddy Hield, of course. Buddy Hield remained to be a sell high. Had a good game here, but yeah, great win for the Warriors though. For the Celtics, Jason Tatum, still shot the ball okay. I'm surprised. 50% from the field with big game, 32 points. Jaylen Brown obviously did not play. Really good game from Tatum. Tatum is also a sell high, right? If you can do Tatum plus somebody to get Victor Wembanyama, oh yeah, absolutely do it. Tatum plus a top 50 player to get Wembanyama. Derek White, just super consistent. Big game, 7 threes is crazy. 26 points, 2 steals. Derek White has been really good. He's 11th ranked player, yeah. Averaging 20 points and 4 threes. I think I do expect those two to come down quite a bit, but everything else I think is sustainable, right? Peyton Pritchard, another game with huge minutes, so he needs to be picked up. I would try to sell high if he pops off. I just think when guys come back, Jaylen Brown is out, Porzingis is out, right? When these guys come back, these guys play 30 minutes. I don't think Peyton Pritchard is going to get 32 minutes a night. Maybe low 20s is, I think, more realistic, and every once in a while if there's a blowout, which happen quite often for the Celtics. You could have him. Drew Holiday, is he droppable? 8 assists here is nice, but he's really close. He's really, really close to droppable. Yeah, if your team doesn't need assists, perfectly fine to drop him. I think you're much better off streaming that spot. If you need assists, maybe you want to keep him. Yeah. The next game is the Atlanta Hawks. Beat the New York Knicks 116-121. How about Karl Anthony Towns? 34 points, 16 rebounds, 5 threes. Fairly efficient, from the free throw line too, and 1 steal and 3 blocks. Yeah, I mean, Karl Anthony Towns, before Rudy Gobert before he started playing power forward because of Rudy Gobert, he's always been a first round player on a per game basis. Why? Because you would average over 10 rebounds, give you like 1.5 blocks. That's just first round, and he's efficient. He hit threes. So far this year, he's the sixth ranked player, averaging 23 points and 13 rebounds. 23 points, I think it's sustainable. 13 rebounds may be a little bit high, but his efficiency is fairly good. If that one block per game block can go up, he's going to be a top 10 player, a top 12 player on a per game basis. So pretty good. Just, I guess, can he stay healthy is really the question. Jalen Brunson has had a bad start of the year. I guess they just got to learn how to play with each other. 21 points and 4 threes is okay, but everything else looks just really empty. Josh Hart, meanwhile, is putting up big numbers game after game. 8 rebounds, 8 assists is pretty big, and 2 threes, and fairly efficient. OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges, all these guys are playing huge minutes. Just stay healthy. Yeah, can they stay healthy? Big win for the Atlanta Hawks. How about the rookie, Zachary? I don't know how to say his last name. I don't even know I'm saying his first name correct. But 33 points, 37 minutes, 33 points, 3 steals and 2 blocks, and 6 threes. Amazing game, sell high. Yeah, when the guys come back, he's not going to play this level of minutes. 5 for 9 from the free throw line is bad. He's very inconsistent. So when he has big games like this, you gotta try to sell high on him. But also, he should not be on the waiver wire. You need to pick him up. Jalen Johnson, another big game. He just gets a lot of rebounds. The problem with Jalen Johnson to start off the season, his efficiency is just so bad, both the free throw and field goal. Once those two categories improve, he's gonna be a top 50, top 40 player, no problem. It's just efficiency, really, really rough to start the season. Clint Capella, 20 minutes, I guess it's good. He's most played this year, but low rebounds and no blocks. He's not a must roster either. I'll also try to sell him. I think he's droppable at some point. Dyson Daniels struggled with his shot, but who cares when he got 4 steals and a block. Huge defensive player, and he's getting huge minutes on this team. So, he's a must roster. Trae Young, 23 points, 10 assists, and 2 steals. Yeah, okay. Moving on to the next game, we have the Cleveland Cavaliers beat the New Orleans Pelicans. Yeah, they improved to 9-0. It's not easy to go 9-0, right, to start off the season. But for the Cavaliers, it's about playoffs. If you match them up with any of the Bucks, let's say the Sixers, can they win, right? Jarrett Allen, Mobley, both played all right. Both had a bunch of blocks. Donovan Mitchell, big game with 29 points, is still in a block, 3 threes. Donovan Mitchell, for somebody who's getting drafted in the first round on a per game basis, this year is going to be tough. So, but he's fairly healthy every year. 39th ranked player. He should be a top 20 player on a per game basis, a top 25, depending on how many steals he get. Darius Garland, another decent game with 9 assists and 14 points, still in a block with 4 threes. He's played fairly well this year. 9 assists is pretty good. For him to be like the top 30, top 25 type of player, he got to give us more assists and more steals. Because he's not going to score 25 points. It's going to be like low 20 scoring, right? His usage is there. Just need more, more of the peripheral. Good win for the Cavaliers. The New Orleans Pelicans, everybody is out. So, like we said, these guys need to be streamed and rostered, right? Jose Alvarado, Brandon Boston Jr., Jeremiah Robinson Earl is somebody we could also look at. But this game Zion is back. So if you were streaming him, you could drop him. But how about Jose Alvarado? Just did not miss a three. Did not miss a shot. 7 for 7, 5 assists, 3 steals. Amazing. You have him until CJ comes back. Brandon Boston also got big minutes. Maybe in fantasy he's not as good, but you also want to have him. Devontae Murray is out. So many guys are out. Brandon Ingram 20 points and Zion had 29. But the Pelicans, where they're gonna go this team? They're not competing for anything. The next game, the Lakers lost to the Grizzlies, 114-131. Lakers had a good start of the year, and then they lost a bunch of games, and now they're 4-4. I think they started 3-0. And LeBron, big minutes, 35 minutes. He's played every single game, 39 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, and a steal. Really big game. I honestly would try to sell LeBron high to buy low on somebody, right? LeBron plus somebody, maybe try to get Victor Wembanyama is first round. Is someone I'm thinking of. But yeah, I don't know. A couple of things with LeBron. First is his age. He's gonna sit out some certain games, right? He played a lot of games last year. I just wouldn't bet on it. If he gets hurt, he's gonna be out extended period of time. And also, a lot of games, I think he will just try to take it out. This game, AD was out, so he can't really take it easy. With AD out, Jackson Hayes is a no-brainer stream. Austin Reeves, another pretty good game. His defensive numbers are up big this year. 3 steals here and 5 assists. He's really, really good this year. And if he can maintain his defensive numbers, he's going to be scary. 59th ranked player. I guess okay, not that amazing. But averaging 1.6 steals is pretty good. Pretty good. He's struggling from the free throw line a little bit. He should be like a high 80s guy. Pretty good game from Austin Reeves, and D'Lo continued to struggle. Plays just 21 minutes. Yeah. If D'Lo plays well, I'd really try to sell high. It's just super inconsistent. It's the same story, right? When you're the third or fourth option on this team, you're gonna go off. You're gonna score 30 every 10 games. But most nights you're not doing much. And Delton Connect actually got the start. If he gets the start, maybe stream him for some threes next game. Another great win for the Grizzlies, but Ja Morant minutes is very major concern. Major concern. 24 minutes here. Okay line, but yeah, they're playing it safe with him this year. Jalen Wells has been starting. You want to stream him? Sure. He can give you a little bit of everything. 5 threes here is pretty big. Zach Edey, he had a big game last week. Now he just plays 14 minutes. Yeah. Scottie Pippen played 25. He's a hold. You just keep holding on to him. Really good fantasy player. And Santi Aldama, yeah, continue to stream him. He's getting huge minutes. He's playing really well. And I know the Grizzlies got a couple of injuries, like Marcus Smart is out. They're just being weird with the minutes. They're giving, I guess, more minutes to some, guys like Santi Aldama, but low minutes to Ja Morant to keep them healthy. Jaren Jackson Jr. 3 blocks and 20 points, pretty good. He just really needs to keep up the block numbers. That's really is going to determine his ranking in category leagues. The next game is the Houston Rockets. Yeah, they destroyed the Spurs. Every game Spurs lose, you worry about Victor Wembanyama as we get to the end of the season. Any type of injury, he's going to be out. This is the risk. The Spurs are 12th right now, 3-5, so they got a couple games. Maybe they can go for the 10th seed this year. Wembanyama, 1 steal and 3 blocks is good, is okay. But because we set the bar so high, that should be his average. That's probably below his average. 3 blocks is below his average. 1 steal is below his average. And then the rest of the line just look horrible. For a guy that's getting picked in the second pick or the first pick in a lot of leagues. 15 points and 1 3, 6 rebounds, no assist. And, offensively, sure, like teams are trying to put him in uncomfortable situations. He doesn't really have a post-up game, so he's going to struggle. But it really depends on his defensive stats. I still believe, there'll be a lot of games he blocked 10 shots and get 5 steals, right? Whenever they play some bad teams. But I don't think Rockets is one of them. CP3, yeah, they only give him 20 minutes. CP3 is a guy that I'm trying to sell high if he gets 30 minutes. They also, I think the Trey Jones is out. So when he does come back, how many minutes is CP3 going to get? So every single Spurs player, I'm trying to sell high on all of them. Right, Devin Vassell, he's not back yet, but once he does come back, he plays well, sell him. Just, you know, when you play for the Spurs, I think that's just what it is. They're just not playing you to the end of the season. Just randomly not playing you. For the Rockets, great win for the Rockets. Yeah, the Rockets got so many good players. And we were worried about Fran VanVleet. Here we go. 10 for 11, 21 points, 10 assists, 2 steals, 7 rebounds. Pretty good in 25 minutes. Jalen Green. Jalen Green is having a big year. 21 points, 4 threes. Is he a sell high? I think so, but depending on what we. Well, he's still just a 90th ranked player. Depending on what you can get back, right? He's averaging 23 points. I think he can average that. 3.6 threes is a little bit high. He's only now just shooting 40%, so he's not even a sell high, to be honest. 90th is probably where he. The concern with him is, so far he's getting a lot of minutes, 34 minutes, but because Rockets got so many bench players, as we get to the end of the season, or as we get deeper into the season, are they gonna mess with his minutes? I think it's a possibility if he's not playing well. So far, not yet. He's getting 31 minutes. Emperor Shangun played well. Once he played well in 24 minutes. Jabari Smith, not so much. 24. It's a blowout. But that, like I was saying, Amen Thompson, he could come in and put up big numbers, and he's a good player. He's a plus 20 actually. He's 24 minutes. Taro Eason is a plus 23. He's 22 minutes. These two guys are good. Reed Shepard, a rookie, a sharpshooter, he can't get minutes. He's pretty good. Cam Whitmore also. He's got a lot of good players. That's why I worry about Jalen Green's minutes. If let's say he's actually not playing well, some games they just don't close with him, like what happened last year. The next game, the Chicago lost to Dallas, 119-99. Collectively, the Bulls got destroyed. Nobody played well. Ayo Dosunmu goes 2 for 13. Is he a must roster? I don't think so. But with injuries, he's getting big minutes on this team. So if you want some assists, some guard stats, you could have him. Zach LaVine is also out. Nobody played well on the Bulls. We can just move on. Vucevic, I think, remains to be a sell high. He goes 7 from 10 from the field again. His efficiency has been unreal this year. Remain a big sell high, in my opinion. For the Dallas Mavericks, Luka, 27 points with 4 steals. That's great. Kyrie has 17 with 3 steals. That's also good in his 20 minutes. Klay Thompson hit 3 threes. Yeah, because of the blowout, nothing really stands out. Daniel Gafford blocked 3 shots, right? But even with Derek Lively out, he played just 23 minutes. The Mavericks, you don't really have a lot of fantasy value going on, really. All the usage is sucked by Luka and Kyrie. The next game is Phoenix Suns beat the Miami Heat 115-112. Jimmy Butler kind of fumbled toward the end, where he tried to drive in and then realized they're down by 3 with 3 seconds left. So they couldn't get a shot off. But Jimmy Butler, not the best game here, but he's been healthy. He has not missed a game yet. He's just a 97th ranked player. Why? For whatever reason, he's shooting 73% from the free throw line. So a good buy low, but everything else looked like, 18 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Maybe the points and the rebound and assists can go up a little bit more. And efficiency, especially with the free throw line. But, to me, on a per game basis, he should be a top 20, 30 player. So maybe a buy low just because he's really bad with free throw. Ben Adebayo goes 5 for 21. I don't know what happened here, but 5 steals and a block. I like that. But I'm not high on Ben because he just doesn't get those defensive stats. Tyler Hero hit 5 threes, 28 points. He give you points, give you assists, give you threes. And a somewhat good free throw shooter, but lack of defensive stats, high turnovers, and low field goal. Terry Rozier. Both those guys, Tyler Hero, Terry Rozier, they'll have a stretch where they score the ball really well. That's when I try to sell high on these guys. For Phoenix, Devin Booker, 22 points. This is the game that KD's had it going, so Devin Booker had just 22 points. But 9 assists is still good with 2 threes. KD, another pretty nice game, but 6 turnovers is a little bit high. And again, he goes 2 for 3 from the free throw line. KD's free throw this year is he's a 15th ranked player, shooting just 81% from the free throw line. He's an 88, 87. He should be shooting in that range. 81%, that's actually a big drop off. If he's shooting 88%, he's a first round player, but now he's sitting outside of it. And to be honest, he's averaging 28 points. I don't think he's averaging that many points rest of the way. So, yeah, the free throw is really hurting his value actually in fantasy. Bradley Beal, 2 steals a block. He's kind of like a somewhat role player on this team, to be honest. He's a guy that used to average 30 points. On this team, probably just average 16, 17. A lot of defensive stats though, so that's good. Yusuf Nurkic, I was shit talking him, but this week 2 big games, 33 minutes here, 18 rebounds, a steal and 2 blocks. That's really good. So if you want to pick him up, if he somehow is on the waiver wire, if people dropped him, you pick him up. But I'm not high on him, and I would try to sell high on him 100% of the time. And Tyus Jones, not the best game, but you don't ever drop this guy. His minutes is really good, 8 assists. He's gonna give you 6-7 assists a game, adding 1.5 steals and 2 threes. That's really good. That's good enough for me. Move on to the next game. We have this is also a big matchup. Oklahoma City Thunder lost to Denver, 122-124. And after a hot start, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, now on the season, he's just the 8th ranked player, averaging just 26 points while averaging 3 turnovers. I mean, his counting numbers still look pretty good, but the steal now is 1.6 steals a game. Beginning of season, he's averaging like 3.3 steals. Still got a steal and block here, 6 rebounds. Still okay. Still very, very good. Shai should still be a top 5 player on a per game basis. Chet Holmgren also fall off quite a bit since his hot start. It's hard to sustain it all season. It's really hard. 10 rebound. If you sold high on him, congrats. If you sold him plus somebody to get Victor Wembanyama, right? He's also fallen off in the last week or so. Jalen Williams though, big game here. 29 points, 10 rebound, 9 assists. He's gonna have a big year. I'm pretty high on him, especially in fantasy. Super efficient. These type of players, they're gonna have really good success in fantasy. And he's super young in the next 10 years. Super efficient, can score points, threes, can get rebound, assists, can get you a lot of defensive stats too. Yeah. 3 for 5 on the free throw line, but who cares? 9 assists is also pretty big with 3 steals. Lou Dort got a lot of defensive stats. He's not really fantasy relevant. You could stream him. Isaiah Joe, you could also stream for some threes if he keeps starting. Caruso, is he a must roster? 4 steals and 2 blocks here. Is he a must roster? In category leagues, if you need the defensive stats, I guess you kind of have to. It's kind of Matisse type of situation. He just gets you so many defensive stats that you just have to roster him in category leagues. 22 points. He's not going to give you anything else. Well, I guess he did. 6 rebounds, 4 assists, still good. But he's not going to give you points. If you're punting points, he's a really good option on your team. Cason Wallace, 2 steals, yeah. And how about Denver? Big win for them. Big win. I think morale-wise too. Now after this win, they're 5-3, and this is a big game for Russell Westbrook. But you look at the numbers: 29 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. He's super efficient from the field today too, but he was a minus 14. So even when he shoot the ball well, goes 10 for 15, he's a minus 14. That's telling. That's honestly telling. I don't know what Russell Westbrook is doing wrong, but yeah, he's. When Jamal Murray comes back, he's droppable, but for now we could stream him. How about Nikola Jokic? My God, this man. Crazy. 23 points, 20 rebounds. If you're the second pick, and if you're gonna draft Victor Wembanyama, you should thank the fact that you got second pick, because a lot of people picking Victor Wembanyama first. Jokic, on the season, he's number 1 ranked player, And it's not really close between him and AD right now. Is the second. There's a big difference. So Jokic is by like on his own right now, averaging 29 points. He's an MVP if Denver ends up being top 2 seed. Again, so far that's looking like it. 13.5 rebounds, 11 assists, 1.5 steals. It's just ridiculous. While shooting 53% from the field. 10 on his side, but who cares? Amazing. Christian Braun, 24 points, 8 rebounds. Yeah, he's getting a lot of defensive stats, so he's a must roster. Hit 4 threes as well. He's been playing fairly well too. Michael Porter Jr. played huge minutes, 6 threes and 24 points. And with Aaron Gordon out of the lineup, I think Peyton Watson is another guy that we should pick up. He played 34 minutes. I don't know how many defensive stats you could give us, but you may pick him up. It's a 3-and-D guy. Threes and defensive stats. All right, but a really good win for the Denver Nuggets. Moving on to the next game, we have the Philadelphia Sixers. Yeah, Philadelphia is a mess. They really need Joel Embiid back and start winning some games. They're like 1-6 right now. They gotta start winning some games. 98-110. Andre Drummond, 10 rebounds. He got 2 more games with him. Embiid is coming back, so enjoy. But can you sell high? It's Drummond. He's not even putting up big numbers, to be honest. Minutes is really good, 33 minutes, but only 10 rebounds for him. Had a block. Tyrese Maxey, he's just efficiency. He also need Embiid back really bad. 5 for 13 here, 12 points. Kelly Oubre Jr. He's okay, but once Embiid comes back, and now that Paul George is also back, I think these guys become droppable players real soon. Caleb Martin also. Paul George plays just 24 minutes because of the blowout. Not bad. 3 steals and a block. The Sixers, they got a lot to prove, so they also got to start winning some games. And this game wasn't close. Clippers, just look at the minutes. They wave the white flag pretty soon. For the Clippers, James Harden, he's not going to score on that much. 18 points is fine. 6 assists is also a bit low, but 3 steals and a block. Harden this year is getting a lot of defensive stats, which is really good in fantasy. Pretty good. Norman Powell can remain to be a big sell high. 26 points, 6 threes. Well, I guess we don't know when Kawhi Leonard is going to be back. So, and how many games he's going to play. If Kawhi Leonard is going to miss half the season, right, Norman Powell can keep doing this, right, if he's like the first option. Because he's honestly probably averaging more points than Harden right now. Yeah, he's averaging 25 points. He's a 23rd ranked player. 23rd, still a sell high. 25 points with 4 threes. But again, it depends on when Kawhi Leonard comes back and how many games he's going to play. But even when Kawhi does come back, he's still like a must roster player. He's just not going to average 25 points. I think he can average close to 20 points, right? But just not 25 if Kawhi does come back. He's also shooting the ball pretty well, 53%, right? That's a little bit high at the moment. Zubac, 15 points, 9 rebounds. Yeah, Zubac is going to have great value the rest of the way. This is the player that I'm not worried about when Kawhi comes back because they cannot go small no more, right? They have to go high. They have to go big. And Derrick Jones Jr., Terrence Mann, none are fantasy relevant. All right, go to the last game of the night. We have the Toronto Raptors and Sacramento Kings. 122-107, great win for the Kings. Well, a lot of guys sell high on this team too. David Mitchell, you stream him. What is going on with Emmanuel Quickly? He played like 1 quarter and then he's been out ever since. Emmanuel Quickly is not ranked, but what's going on? He's been out for a while. But David Mitchell will be continue to stream. 8 for 11 is pretty good. Grady Dick is a sell high, in my opinion. He didn't have the best game here, and same thing with RJ Barrett. Check. What is Dick's ranking? 55th ranked player, yeah. to me, he's more of a top 80 or 90 type of player. He's averaging 20 points. I think that's when guys come back, there's no way. And then R.J. Barrett, his ranking is not going to be that good. He's 89th ranked player, so not necessarily a sell high. But he's averaging 26 points. That's not really going to stick when all the guys come back. But everything else looking like 45% from the field. That actually might go up when Emmanuel Quickly and Scotty Bombs come back. But his scoring average is probably going to be like 22 points, not 26 points, which is still, he's averaging 7 assists. Yeah, he's not going to average 7 assists when guys come back. 3 assists here and 2 steals. Actually, it's still a good game from him. Pirtle also, I think when guys come back, he's not going to play this level of minutes. So also try to sell high. A lot of Toronto Raptor guys are getting a few extra minutes because of the injuries. For the Sacramento Kings, De'Aaron Fox struggled, but still had 21 points. 2 assists is a little bit concerning. Sabonis a big triple-double with 13 assists. DeMar DeRozan's minutes is just high. 27 points he just gives you numbers. And he does it very efficiently. 27 points with 2 threes and a steal. Keegan Murray hit 3 threes. 12 rebounds is big. All right, that's it, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.